This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Michael Dowell, says the government is targeting 60% of the population to be vaccinated against COVID in the next few months, with the hopes of reaching that 70% goal of vaccinated population by the end of the year. His comments came in response to being asked on the ideal number of people that need to be vaccinated for the mask mandate to be lifted.
There's really no ideal. It is a lot of associated factors within country. One of the things that we are committed to is the World Health Organization mandate for 70% of the population to be vaccinated by the end of the year. It's out there. Many other Caribbean countries are trying to meet that particular target. The reason why that's important is because we believe that if we get at that level, it will prevent a large influx of individuals to our hospital systems in the event that we start to see higher instances of COVID in country.
Minister Dowell says, fortunately, the COVID numbers are trending down, and as it stands, he revealed that the government has appealed to the CDC for the Bahamas to return to a level 2 COVID-19 travel health notice. Pressed for an answer, Dr. Dowell was asked if the Bahamian people should expect to see the mask mandate removed by the end of the year.
If we reach 70% and we begin to see the downward trend and we begin to see what we're seeing now in our hospital system, where we have more people in hospital with COVID than in hospital suffering from COVID, then our EOC will work very closely with our advisors, and hopefully, with the grace of God, we will be able to reduce or even remove the mask mandate if we can get the situation that is important, and that is low hospital admission rates, little or no ICU, the numbers are down. We would do the best that we possibly can.
The minister says vaccination centers are open and are working with the government to reach that 70% target. On Tuesday in the magistrate's court, Shanton Monroe, whose street name is Scum Dum, was charged with the shooting death of a 4-year-old Kenton Seymour Jr. Monroe, who faces charges of murder, attempted murder, and possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life in relation to the July 26 incident, has been denied bail. Prosecutors say Monroe shot up a car while chasing Deshano Joseph along Fleming Street. Tragically, Kenton Seymour Jr., whose parents were taking him for ice cream, was fatally wounded. Monroe is charged with the child's murder. He is also charged with the attempted murder of the child's parents, Kenton Sr. and Norma Smith, and the attempted murder of Joseph. Additionally, Monroe is accused of having a firearm to endanger the lives of Seymour, Smith, and Joseph. Monroe did not have to plead to the charges as he appeared before Chief Magistrate Joanne Ferguson Pratt. He returns to court on December 7th. Police attached to the Mobile Division and the Northeastern Division, while investigating a recent armed robbery, arrested a suspect along with 2 firearms and a suspected stolen vehicle. According to reports, shortly before noon on Tuesday, a male was leaving a business establishment on Shirley Street when he was approached by 2 men armed with handguns who assaulted him before fleeing the area in a white Ford Escape heading south on Essex Street. Mobile officers in the area of Madeira Street observed a vehicle fitting the description occupied by the 2 men. These suspects, they attempted to flee upon seeing the police officers. However, they were unsuccessful as officers pursued the vehicle to a halt on Clare Road, where the suspects abandoned the vehicle. Shortly afterwards, one of the suspects was arrested in the Stevenson subdivision area by officers attached to the Northeastern Division. They confiscated 2 handguns and a quantity of ammunition. Police are appealing to members of the public with any information about this incident and locating the second suspect, who was last seen wearing a black pants and a white t-shirt with colorful patches, to contact the police at the Criminal Investigation Department at 502-9991 or 9992 or TIPS 328-TIPS or your local police station. Last week in Washington, D.C., Wendell Jones, Bahamas ambassador to the United States, outlined the needs of the Bahamas in the wake of the devastation caused by Hurricane Dorian on Abaco and Grand Bahama during a meeting held with a number of U.S. Senate and House members. In his meeting with Senator Roy Blunt, Ambassador Jones got assurance from Senator Blunt of support from his committee for certain infrastructural projects in the Bahamas. Senator Blunt serves as the chairman of the Senate Republican Policy Committee and as the ranking member of the Senate Rules Committee, among other committees that he is on. Meanwhile, earlier today, Ambassador Jones hosted episode 4 of Conversations with the Diaspora, a virtual series highlighting the achievements and aspirations of Bahamians in the United States of America. His guests included Antoine Richardson, coach with the Major League Baseball San Francisco Giants, Norbert Elliott, track and field head coach at Purdue University, Edric Poitier, head coach of women's volleyball at Bowie State University, former world 400-meter champion Avad Monker, and Mikkel McLean, assistant basketball coach at Lamar University. Also among them was Olympic swimmer, now elementary school teacher in the United States, Jeremy Knowles. And finally, the Grand Bahama Children's Home receiving a special visitor as Dai King Lee, ambassador of the People's Republic of China to the Bahamas, paid a visit to the home on Saturday, July 30th. The ambassador was met by Kevin Seymour, chairman and president-elect of the board of directors of the Children's Home, where she toured the home, greeting and interacting with the children and gifting them with Panda Bear toys. The ambassador arrived in Grand Bahama last Thursday, and among her activities was a courtesy call on the Minister for Grand Bahama, Ms. Ginger Moxie, a tour of the Freeport Container Port, and a private dinner hosted by Minister Moxie, among other things that she did while on the island. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jarino Saunders. Thanks for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.